Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Jerry Builder from Clear Controls. Welcome to another Clear Tech Tuesday. This week, we're going to be covering some common issues for starting up a project and just some things that we've heard coming from the field. So I've compiled a small list here that I want to cover. And we'll start right up here at the top for the Click Mini setup. What this is involving is bringing a controller online. You're going to choose whether you want to use Wi-Fi or Ethernet. We do encourage Ethernet setup just because we always prefer a wired connection to all of our products. But of course, you can use Wi-Fi. It does have that capability. One of the main things we want to make sure you're doing is make sure that Click Mini is up in a central location. That just makes it a little bit easier to work with Z-Wave. Especially if you're using lighting, door locks, and other devices like that. Before you even try to get started moving on and doing some of the programming and things of that nature, the LED light on the end of the Click Mini Smart Controller needs to be solid blue. We've had a couple of reports where people, sometimes try to use some of the apps. Maybe it's the Clear, the Install Assist app, trying to get in there and do programming. One, before the LED is actually solid blue, and two, as you can see, the third bullet point, Clear Home Software Update LED. The LED, once this thing is out of the box and it's plugged in with an internet connection, it may be pulling an update where you'll see a LED going red-blue rapidly. That means that the Click Mini is updating. It's pulling a software update. So you don't want to program it. You don't want to unplug it. You want to just let it go through its course of action and finish up. We now include a simple little index card that has all of the LED statuses. It comes right with the Click Mini in the box. So you probably want to keep one of those around with you and check that out as a reminder just to keep yourself engaged with those LED statuses. It's super important to do that. Otherwise, there's probably going to be a tech services call if something happens or if it becomes unplugged or if it loses an internet connection during that update process. Next thing we want to do is number 2 is project activation. We've had a few cases where the Click Mini will get set up and then the project never gets into Fusion. Why is it important to have a project in Fusion? Well, once you leave that site, you're going to probably want to, in the future, maybe you want to just check the health status or something on that project. If it's not in Fusion, you have really no access to get back to the project to check it. So we've made it really simple. You don't even need to log into Fusion yourself. You can use this activation portal that we've created. I'm going to jump out here real quick so you can take a look at it. This is it here. It's at dealer.clearcontrols.com. It's on that page, so you'll be able to see it when I go back to our other page there. What this is, it's Install Assist Fusion Project Registration. You can go through here, fill out the tech information, the homeowner information here. All we're looking for is that Click Mini UUID. If you've done a smart controller before for the Clear Controls products, you know that every one of our controllers comes with a unique identification number on the bottom. You can take that identification number, plug it in here, you click submit. Within 24 hours, you will have a Fusion project there. We use the homeowner for the project information. So if you go into Fusion, it's going to be in there under your company name. Like I said, this is important also for Clear Tech Services or whoever's going to be working on that project. If you have an issue with the project or if something falls offline, we can get in there and take a look at the project. It's much easier to maintain and work on the project when it's in Fusion. So this is a portal. Like I said, the cool thing about it is you do not actually have to go out to log into Fusion. You can do that from here, and they'll build the project for you. Again, this will be done within, I believe it's 24 hours, business days, I believe, from the time you click the submit button. So that's there for you. Next one down, we've got Clear Vision Plus cameras and NVRs. It's super, super helpful if you're going to be doing an NVR. You're going to need a laptop just because it's a lot easier to find the cameras using a laptop, especially if you're going to be using the SADP tool to scan and find the cameras themselves. If you're getting off and doing any type of troubleshooting, a laptop is very helpful to use. I know that you can usually just scan the bottom or scan the cameras, things like that, but sometimes you need that laptop to get in to do any type of networking, things like that. Basic networking skills is a pretty big deal when it comes to trying to set up these cameras. I know you can just scan them, things like that, but if something doesn't go right or if you're trying to figure out something on that network, it's much easier to have a computer with you. Talking about the SADP tool, where is it and how do you find it? It's really simple to find. If you go to Clear Control's website and you go to any of the cameras, you can see here, I can click on any of the cameras that's on the web page. We'll just go on the first one here. This opens up, and then if you scroll down, we have a resources tab, and this goes, like I said, for any of the cameras. And down below, you've got the SADP tool. It's right here. You can download it. This is a Windows program, so it's an exe file. I do run one on the Mac, but you need to have Windows on your Mac type thing to be able to run that. So super helpful tool. It'll find your cameras no matter what network you're on, things like that. So I highly recommend using the tool. Back to our sheet here. Make sure we didn't miss anything. Number 4 on the list, Z-Wave maintenance. This is big. Once you've set up a project and you've got multiple devices on it, or maybe you've deleted devices or re-added or gone back to a site and added additional devices, if you use the Z-Wave maintenance tool, what that does is it goes through all of the different Z-Wave, the nodes or devices that are out there, and helps to enhance the mesh network. It goes out and finds where those devices are, and it's a network refresher, a network heal. So we highly recommend using this, especially when you're done adding all the different devices for your project. Just run the Z-Wave maintenance. It could take a long time if it's a large network, but it's definitely worthwhile. Where do you find it? You can find that either in both of our apps, in the Clear Home app or in the Install Assist app. I've got this one open just to show you, but it's in the same spot in the Clear Home app as well. If you open up these devices, or if you go into the Clear Home like you're going to be adding devices, go up to the 3 dots on the top right corner. You got the Z-Wave maintenance right here on the top, and you can go ahead and start it from there. Keep in mind, if you start the maintenance, make sure you're done adding your devices, or whatever you happen to be doing. Just make sure you're finished with the Z-Wave, because once it gets into maintenance mode, it could take anywhere from a couple minutes up to an hour or more, depending on how many Z-Wave devices you've got in your project. So keep that in mind. So like I said, why do you want to use it? Well, if you're having maybe devices fall offline or something like this, that could help out, to find those devices and help the mesh network. So number 5 on the list here, we've got Clear Home 6.0. We have a way now to show you online and offline devices. If I've got a picture of it here, it's the easiest way to show you. There's a red box around this one here. You can see that there's a notification showing that this door lock is offline. This brings us back. So what do? You might have to remove it from your Z-Wave network and re-add it, maybe get closer to your hub location, which would be your Click Smart controller, or maybe even running that Z-Wave maintenance might help in this case as well. But that's what that status means. You can see that if it's a cloud device, you might have the cloud where it's not getting that communication between the device and the cloud, with the communication process that we need to get that device status. So this is new in the newest app. So if you've seen this, it's an easy way to pop open the app, especially if you're testing your devices after you've added all of your devices to your network. You'll be able to go in here quickly, check it, and see if all those devices are online or offline. So pretty neat. And the last one down on the list is the knowledge base. People, it's there for you. We've made it super accessible, very easy. You can even access it now from the Install Assist app. You can see there's a help icon down here at the bottom. You can now click that, and this jumps right out there, whether you're on a smartphone, an iPad, it doesn't matter. You'll be able to grab this and go out here to the knowledge base. There's a ton of information in here. So before you grab that phone, pick up the phone and ask, there's a lot of things in here that you can find out just by yourself. If you're out on site, super easy to access it. And it's got everything in here that you'll need. Of course, you can also get there through the website. It's got its own tab here for knowledge base. You can just click that. This pops right open. There's a search. It's easy to navigate, and it's updated daily. I mean, anything that's new, even if we get in phone calls or something like that, and someone gives us an idea or says, hey, can you do this or do that? We'll add that in there if it's helpful, if we see it as a tip. So keep that in mind. Great resource to use. So that's it for today. I want to thank everybody for joining us again for another ClearTech Tuesday. Thank you.